And welcome back to Ozarks Live. This week I decided I wanted to see if I had what it took to become a zookeeper. And let me just say it was a little more than I bargained for. Take a look. I've decided to spend my day here at Dickerson Park Zoo. I'm going to see if I have what it takes to be a zookeeper, groundskeeper. I'm not really sure. I think that there's a lot of jobs going on here behind the scenes, and it's going to be really interesting to see what it takes for us to be able to walk into a zoo and see all the pretty animals, because there's so much going on behind the scenes. They told me to dress ready to work, so here I am. Let's go see what they've got for me. I've caught up with Tracy, who is the head keeper of, tell me what areas?
I'm a head keeper of the Africa and the South America, Australia areas.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
Basically, it's the areas of the zoo that include the Africa animals, minus most of the reptiles. They have their own departments. And then the South America, Australia areas, basically everything from cheetahs and lions and giraffes to kangaroos and parrots and all kinds of stuff.
It's so fun being up and close with all those different animals.
It is. I don't do quite as much of that. I'm a more people manager now. I still come in and help clean and feed sometimes if we're needed to, but yeah, it is fun. You know, I've been out here for 20 plus years, so I wouldn't be here if it wasn't fun.
Nice. Now, y'all told me to wear my muck boots, so I have those on. So what exactly am I going to be doing?
You're just going to kind of follow us around. We'll kind of let you see what it's like in some different areas through the South America area, our petting zoo area. We'll start here, kind of get it cleaned up, see what a daily process is. Maybe even get you up and let you clean up a little elephant, you know.
All right, I'm going to find out what getting cleaned up means.
We'll get this raked up here, get this side kind of going, and we'll give them some fresh hay. And
do I need to worry about the ones with horns?
Oh, maybe. No, I'm just joking. They've only taken out like 3 or 4 news people, but you know, other than that, no.
My odds are good then. Okay. Okay, you put this in my hands. What do I do?
What are we doing? Oh, we're gonna feed them.
Clearly, they know what this is.
If you just want to put that in that hay ball there.
Okay.
What that does.
Hay ball.
Hay ball. Yeah, that's what this is. Basically, this is just a way to get them. It's called enrichment. You know, just like humans need enrichment in their life.
Sure.
This just makes them have to reach up, kind of work for their food a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go over here on this other side. I'll give you that. Kind of falling apart on us.
Okay.
We're gonna go over here to this side.
I wanted this all over me today.
And we're gonna put some up on their structures over here. Make them climb for it, make them work for it. This is Millie. She actually is very, very, very friendly. She had to be hand raised. Her mom died when she was a day old.
Oh, really?
So we just kind of had to hand raise her. So that's why she's very...
They take bottles?
Eventually.
Oh.
It was, giraffes are known for being super, super stubborn as babies. Once we got her onto a bottle, she did excellent. We're kind of working on some holes over here.
Okay.
I'll let you kind of work on that hole.
So you take your
right there.
animals, but then you do landscaping
and building and I don't know, have you ever used...
dig it out?
Yeah.
Where do you put it? Just on the side?
Just next to the side there.
So this whole experience was nothing that I thought it was going to be. I knew that they would be cleaning up after animals, but sometimes you can't really picture what that actually means till you're in there smelling it and seeing all the flies around it. But they're jack of all trades. They're not only cleaning after them, they're feeding them, sometimes even cooking for them, and they are building exhibits. They're doing just all of these different jobs all in one. So I think I have what it takes, but I'm not quite certain about this one. Either way, I had a lot of fun being so up and close with these animals. They are so sweet. Now, the reason why I'm not so certain is because of a lot of things that you didn't see.
The things you didn't see that didn't make
So,
the cut, huh?
You saw
All right.
me cleaning up after the goats, but you
Yes.
didn't see me cleaning up after the elephants.
Well, why didn't we, Cami? I'm so sorry.
I don't
missed
know.
That.
So that took like a really big shovel. It was really heavy, and you dump it in this wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And there's just more flies than I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
It was about 90 degrees that day, so the smells, the flies, the heat was not quite my element.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But there are some really, really cool things that they did that also you didn't see. But that Millie, that giraffe that you
Yes.
saw. Okay.
The friendly.
So yes, they were trying to get her to take a bottle early on, and she wouldn't do it. But there was a girl that worked there with this long blonde hair, and that giraffe would sit there and chew on her hair so much,
Really?
like a pacifier.
Yeah.
So what they did was they took a bottle and they like stuck it through her hair and tricked the giraffe into accidentally latching onto it, and then it was like, oh, this is good. This tastes good, you know. And that's how they taught her to take a bottle. So it was really sweet. And then
I
the
love
elephant,
the behind the scenes.
yeah, there was a trainer with the elephants, and they teach them like elephant yoga, and it's really for their health to make sure they're still moving and be able to see under their feet and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But it was really cute. It looked like just elephant yoga to me.
It sounds like you could give it another shot. There's a lot to be done at
Maybe.
the zoo.
Maybe.
on a cooler day. All right, coming up, Joe Dillstrom takes the Ozarks Live virtual stage.
Stick around. You don't want to miss this.